Hello everyone, and welcome to Golf Peaks. This is a game that just came out recently on the Nintendo Switch, Steam, and etc. And it's a fun little puzzle game. It's not what you would expect from a golf game, which is why I like it, because I'm not a fan of actual real golf games, but this is just a puzzle game themed around golf. And as you can see from the screen, I've done 53 out of 108 levels, and I figured, I've enjoyed this game enough, time to share it with you guys. So, when you're playing normally, you'll play through 9 levels and it'll jump you to the next set of levels. So for each stage, apparently I've got 3 bonus levels that they don't even have you go through normally. And we're gonna try those out. I assume these are harder levels or something, so hopefully I don't embarrass myself here. But we'll go ahead and start with the very first of these bonus levels and see what happens. So, as you can see, you get these cards on the bottom. You can choose which one to use, because yeah, this is like a card game, basically. So we have to figure out how we want to do this, and I think I already see the solution, but, I won't know until I get there. And there we go, we're in the hole. You have to land on the hole with these cards, ones that just move forward. So it can be a little bit complicated, depending on how things go. I'm just gonna try things out. There's no real punishment. You can back up at any time, just by pressing B. And I think Y resets it, though. I've never had to do that. I'm just trying to figure out what to do here. Try 3. Going up hills doesn't hurt your count for movement, so you can just do it. But as you can see, though, I do have a problem here of how to actually get where we need to go. Now, the other thing is going down hills, it doesn't hurt your distance, but it also doesn't help. So if you do 2 down a hill, it'll still only go 2 or however much the hill is. You won't go beyond the hill. That's something to keep in mind, and you can burn through the high cards if you need a low card for something. So we could try this, puts us there, and then we can do 3, which will put us there. Now I think we need to use 2 here. And then we do 3, and then we do 3, and there we go, we did it. Knowing how to manipulate the hills is definitely an important part of this game. Okay, how do we want to do this? Well, I feel like getting here is probably somewhat important, but I don't know how. Another important thing to keep in mind, though, is bouncing counts as a move. That way we could use the higher numbers to get through. World complete. Alright, we do not want this level, though, so let's go ahead and back out. That's clearly a tutorial level. Ah, we got a crown on our first level now. That's good. I like crowns. This reminds me of the games I used to play over on the DSi. The type of puzzle games and stuff I'd get. Really enjoy having games like this to play. Alright, so what do we do here? Almost everything is going to launch me off the screen here. But we do have corner bits to deal with. So what do we do in order to deal with these corner bits properly? Obviously we have to do that. We'll need to do that. And there we go. Alright, what do we got here? We got a whole lot of hills. Not much movement though, so we're going to have to really take advantage of the hill. In some way, shape, or form. I'm just not sure what. We can try going here first, I guess. I see. I see what to do. And there we have it. Alright, final one for this level. Each level seems to introduce at least one new mechanic, so since we're doing 3 per each level, we'll jump through the mechanics pretty fast here. This is complicated. If we could get up there with this, then we would be good, but we can't. I don't know, we can just try things out, since it doesn't really hurt to try. And we can't do anything weird. See, that's not gonna work. Alright, what do we do? What do we do? Can't use the 3 here, that's for sure. Does that do anything for us? I don't think so. No, that brings us to the same situation. What do we do differently? I mean, we gotta get up the hill somehow. That's for sure. We could get up this hill, but that does us no good as far as I can tell. So we have to go up this hill in one way or another. And then from there, we only really have the choice of this. What am I doing wrong, then? See, this is where things get complicated. Sometimes you just get stuck in a level, and it's like, oh, great. Now I don't know what to do. You know what? I think I know what to do, kind of. Well, no, I would know what to do if I had a different number here. Wait. No? Okay, that didn't work. How do I do it then? Wait. No, but that wouldn't help. Like, we can get up here, but then what do we do once we're up here? I don't know. Am I already gonna be stuck? Am I ever gonna figure this one out? So 1 is useless here. 4 can only be used in one direction, as far as I can tell. And 3 is only useful after we move. And it can only be used after we move again. Why did I not think of this before? Sometimes you just have to think logically. World complete. Alright, here we are on the next world. Let's see what the bonus level look like here. This is where things really get complicated. Now we got spots that you can't move out of without jumping, and spots that you can't stand on without sinking. So this will be fun. So to get up the hills, we're going to have to use this. Will we make it up the hill with this? No. So we'll die there. So we have to do this one then? No. Oh, it has to be this one then, because this will get us up the hill. Alright. Now, what do we do in order to do this? I feel like this is the bad decision here. Alright, so we can never get up there. It is impossible for us to get up there, so we have to go up here. And to get up here, we have to use this. So it's just a question of what do we do here in order to get to where we need to go. We can't do that. So we'd have to use this. But then if we use this, we die, right? Oh no, we bounce back. But still, that doesn't help us, does it? Am I missing something? There's no way we can do anything other than this, right? Oh, right, duh. How did I miss that? This game's only $5, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that, but that's what really made me buy it. I was looking at buying a different game, but that game was $15, and I wasn't looking to spend that much money last night. So I got this game instead. What do we do here? So we can go here, and then we can jump on up over here, but what does that do for us? How do we get from here to where we need to go? Like, we have to get in front of this. So we could do 3. Okay, I think I see what to do. No? Okay. It was worth a shot, but apparently that doesn't work, which means what? Exactly. Where do we jump from? Out? I thought this would work. How does that not work? I guess we have to be actually aiming... No, wait, that doesn't make sense. We have to use the 3 then. So we have to save the 3. Which would mean that we have to do this. Alright, I got it. Okay. Let's just try the one out immediately. No need to wait. Not a lot of good stuff here. I don't think this is correct. That doesn't work either. I think we're getting somewhere with this idea. Now, another mechanic we've not run into is when you drop down, you can go in before you start moving forwards. It took me a while to figure that one out because they didn't tutorialize that one, and I got to a stage where you needed it, and I assumed it wouldn't work, because until that point, I'd never needed that. That was my biggest complaint about the game, was that particular mechanic not being tutorialized properly. And if that's your biggest complaint, you know it's a pretty good game. Alright, let's go ahead and do this stage now. I like these bonus levels because it means I can show you guys the game without spoiling, like, the main game. Because you can play through the game, and by the time you get to these stages, you won't remember anything you've seen. Most likely. Alright, so what do? We can do one and get stuck. Well, not get stuck, but you know. And we can jump over that. Now, you can't go in water, which means that going that way is actually completely pointless. Oh, dang it. I miscounted. Well, in that case, let me see this again. What do we want to do? We can do one, get down here. We'd have to use the 2 to get here. And then, what do we do from this? Really nothing we can do. What happens if I do this? Where do I end up? Right there, that's kind of pointless. Alright, let's try this again. Why don't we? Let's try this side again. Because, I don't know. The problem is... I think maybe we need that. But then we're kind of stuck being useless, aren't we? What am I doing wrong here? Okay, let's try this again. But this time... we do that. Then that. Duh. How did I not see that sooner? Alright, I guess I should show there is another water mechanic. But we're not in a situation to show it. But basically, if you go into water, you will respawn at the last flat area you've touched. So if you roll over a flat area and fall in water, you will respawn on that flat area instead of where you started. Unlike falling off the edge of the map, which just makes you reverse time. So you can't use that as a mechanic. That'd probably be too easy. Alright, so let's see, what do we want to do here? I feel like it's too simple to just throw the biggest number at this at the start, but you know, sometimes you just have to try things and see what happens. You can do that. You can do that. Then we're kind of stuck on this stupid thing. Sometimes the easy ideas work, you know? Sometimes the first thing you try is the thing that you need. Okay, what is this? So we could go in the water, but we don't have any reason to go in the water there. That would be completely pointless. Go forward too. But there's no point in going forward too, because now we are stuck. So I guess we won't go forward too. Go over here. And then go forward there. Huh. You can get down here, and we can even get all the way over here. Then we can go over here, and we can go there. Alright, so that's it for that world. We're quickly running out of worlds, though. Is this the last world I have? It might be. And we'll actually be at new levels. No, I got one more after this. Okay. I wasn't sure. Alright, so what do we got here? So these are jump pads. They're the new mechanic for this area. They're complicated to use. There's some tricky ways you can use them. Basically, it's whenever you move on to the pad that it counts. So I can show you guys the mechanic here. That makes this confusing. So yeah, you'll bounce, but obviously you have to be moving forward in order to bounce somewhere. However, you can bounce on the wall and it'll reactivate, which makes it really complicated sometimes on what to do here. I'm gonna throw the big number at it first. No, why not? We don't have any jumps, so we're going to have to actually use a jump to get out of here. Just a question of which jump do we use and where. Now we can get here. We can bounce to get up here. But what does that do for us? We've already used too many items, basically, in order to get to that point. I don't think that's good. But then again, I don't know. Alright. Now we're up here. I didn't even want to be up here. Huh. We can do 5 here. That does not work. Alright, which combination of things is the best things? We can use 3 and go over here, and then we're just stuck. That doesn't work. I think we have to have the 5 to get anywhere, but we need the 2s to do stuff. Like, we could do that, but then we're just gonna jump up there, so we don't want to do that. Then we have to do this. To get out of here, it's either a 2 or a 3. That gets us up there, so maybe a 3? That gets us over that, but we'll still end up stuck on top of there. What am I doing wrong here? What am I missing? We can't jump, so touching those things is complete death. Okay, I think I see what to do now. It's just a question of getting there with the right cards, which I've already screwed up. Alright, so now, is it this way? Yeah. Score. Alright, well, what in the world is going on here? Oh, things are getting real complicated now. Obviously we can just get stuck. But what do we want to do to get to where we're going? That's quicksand there, so we'll sink in it, I think. Right? Different from the other sand. We can try it out. Yeah, that's the stuff you can't stop on. It changes coloration on different levels, so it's always a little bit confusing. But, yeah, that's the case there. Alright, let's back up again. So the problem is, if we go that way, we'll get stuck. And, wait. Oh, but we can only go 1. Okay. I was like, wait a second, there's a real easy solution, but no, there isn't. There's no easy solution, really. We have to go somewhere. Alright, so we can go there. Then we can do this to get over here. We can do this to get here. And then we can do that and we'll die. So... try that again. But this time we can use this here. Then we're still going to have a problem, aren't we? Let's see what happens. I think we got it. Yeah, we got it. Alright, so what do we got here? Okay. So we could just throw this immediately at the problem and jump all the way over here. That is definitely a thing we can do. Then what do we do? Bounce here, I guess. And then we can go down here. Then we can do this. Then we can do that. And we can somehow accidentally solve it. Good stuff. World complete. Alright, this next level is the last one we'll do, just so that we can see the final mechanic that I'd gotten to in this game. I don't know what goes beyond these stages. The music gets a little bit crazy here. I don't know if I'm a fan of this level's music, but it is nevertheless the situation. Now we have to back out of here because this is the first level. And we need... Oh, we've not even unlocked that, so I'm going to have to do this level instead. I want to do a level that's actually, like, difficult. Okay, so... I mean, obviously, we'll probably want to do that, just so that we can get to where we need to be. Oh, this isn't looking too complicated off the top of my head. Okay, the problem is you do maintain your momentum, and also you have to stop on it. So maybe it is more complicated than I gave it credit for. Alright, okay, no, we can keep that. But then we'll have 3, and 3 is useless in this situation. Yeah, we can get up here, it's like, oh goody, now we're dead. So we can use 3 here, or we can use 2. That's really the only 2 options for this first turn. We need to save the 1, definitely. But if we need to save the 1, then maybe we need to not waste any turns. We'll try using the 3s. But to get in the hole, we need 2. Oh, that was pointless. Or was it? No, it definitely was. Try 4 then. So we need the 2. But the 3... What happens if I do that? Okay. That's not what I wanted to do. Interesting to know. Oh, there we go. That's interesting, but not particularly useful. Alright, what can we do? Pointless. There's got to be a secret here. What secret am I missing? I mean, we could just not even go this way and try the other direction, but I don't think that's helpful. Like, getting all the way over here is already going to be hard enough, right? Oh, then again, it works. Alright. Whatever. Make me look dumb, game. Alright, that's a world complete, so we can see the gimmick of the next world, and then that'll be it. Okay, is this going to be just slippery ice, then? We don't even have anything that stops, so I don't know what the gimmick is here. Oh. Alright, so that's not water, that is the snow stuff. Alright, well, anyway, yeah, that is Golf Peaks. It's a pretty fun little puzzle game. It doesn't take long to get through the levels if you're good at puzzling, because, I mean, if you look at this, the amount of levels that we just did, like, we did 16 levels, I think, in 24 minutes, almost 25 minutes. Yeah, it's not bad. I'll definitely... Oh, look, we even get the next level after that, apparently. I don't know how that works. Okay, this looks complicated. Oh, right, duh. Obviously, this is just a tutorial level, so I don't have to actually think here. Woo, we did it! But yeah, that is it. There must be one more gimmick after all the... Holy cow. The music's different again. Ugh. This game's just trying to not let me quit, but I'm gonna get out of here. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time with the next game. Bye!